Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel finally. It has been far too long. And also welcome to season 3, which is a statement I'm pretty sure I wasn't ever going to say. I had hopes and I was thinking that I would try and do a season 3, but honestly I was very unsure whether that was going to be a possibility. But here we are, season 3. Welcome. Where are we going this season? Kind of a few different weird places, spending the majority of our time in Europe this time around, going to a few historical places, or I could even say ancient places, and stopping off in a couple of countries that are kind of a little bit off the tourist track, which is what really excites me, is seeing some places that not a lot of people usually think of going to and visiting, which I'm really excited about. Where am I starting out this season 3 of kind of a thrown together season? I'm starting out in Africa, in the northern country of Tunisia. Now, I came here as a kid, like when I was really young. It was the first time I ever rode a camel. But I have very few recollections of this place. And I thought, you know, what an interesting place to kind of kick off season 3. It is definitely the off season. We are here definitely not in June, July, and August in the height of the season. But it has still caught me a little bit by surprise. Starting out here at this beautiful hotel I'm staying at. This hotel usually has approximately about 250 rooms or so. At present, I am one of 35 guests in this hotel. And I mean, it's a big hotel. They've got an equestrian center with horses. They've got multiple tennis courts and pickleball courts and table tennis courts. And there's nobody here. And you may be thinking, well, you just picked one of the slow hotels in the area, because there are about a dozen hotels just like this all along the northern coast here in Hammamet. That's not true. I ran into a couple of different people from different hotels, and I've talked to some of the taxi and cab drivers around this area. And they're saying every single hotel along here has, you know, between 30 and 60 guests staying in them, which are hotels that usually have hundreds, if not thousands of people staying at them. So it is a bit strange being in a hotel this quiet. The last time this happened to me, I was in Cambodia in Siem Reap. And I think I was one of about 20 guests in that hotel, which is, it is really strange being in a hotel when it is this quiet. And if you're worried about, you know, trying to find a sunbed at your hotel, you can look behind me. There's tons available here and on the beach. So yeah, when I first started researching Hammamet, I saw this kind of really vibrant, colorful downtown, old historical downtown area, and you know, with an old market and a whole bunch of things. And I was just kind of excited to just roam around and explore and check it out. And so I thought today, that's exactly what we're gonna go do. So let's go check out Old Hammamet. So that is a little look around the old ancient city of Hammamet here, down on the waterfront, and the wind has picked up, so I'm not entirely sure how good this audio is going to be. I hope it's okay. But yeah, it is very much like my hotel down here. There is just not a lot of people here. I think I saw an entire 12 people of tourists maybe down here. The vast majority of people that are milling about and hanging out down here are taxi drivers looking for rides. About every 20 to 25 feet or so, you're going to get asked if you need a ride somewhere. Can't blame them for the hustle. The vast majority of the restaurants, I would say 85, if not 90% of the restaurants here are closed for the season, which is understandable. The 2 or 3 that I did find that are open, you've got more staff in them than you do guests. One place had maybe 2 people in it. I think another place had 4 people in it. The old Medina, the sort of the marketplace that's inside the fort, all those narrow alleyways are usually just filled with gift shops on either side, tucked away. But yeah, again, 85, 90% of that all closed for the season. So it kind of leaves me of mixed opinions on this place, if I'm honest. On the one hand, for making travel videos, it kind of sucks because there's not a lot of activity, there's not a lot of vibrancy and stuff going on for me to capture. But on a personal level, it's surprisingly unique. It's very, very rare when you get to come to a place that is usually just teeming with tourists and really kind of have the place to yourself. I'm not going to say that it isn't a little eerie at times when you're wandering around and there is nobody, and I mean nobody around. But yeah, there is definitely a weird sort of serenity to it at the same time. So if you are interested in a vacation where you can sort of come and have the run of a hotel to yourself and the run of an old town to yourself, you know, you might want to consider Hammamet, because the people here are beautiful and very, very very kind, very polite. And the only people I've found that try to sort of rip you off so far are the taxi drivers, but that's the same as anywhere else. But I am not going to end this video here. We are going to head on out now to Tunis, the capital city of Tunisia. I gotta arrange some transportation for that. I am only gonna be able to squeeze a day and maybe a couple of hours in Tunis, and there are at least 2 places I want to see, and they're kind of far apart. So yeah, I'm hoping I'm gonna get it all in and show you guys, because I think it's really unique and kind of cool. But yeah, let's do that. Let's go get some transportation. Let's head up to Tunis. Well, what has been a quick editing transition and a blink of the eye for you guys has been a little bit more of a painful process for me. So after leaving you, I went to my hotel, made the travel arrangements to get up here to Tunis, and made the arrangements for my hotel, as well as an early booking. Hoping that I could just arrive here, throw my bags in the room, and get out into Tunis and spend an entire day checking out the 2 places I really wanted to see. But that didn't happen. What did happen was my transportation was fantastic. It picked me up on time, got me here in record time. When I arrived at the hotel, they had no record of my booking, or that's what they said at the time. So I showed them my receipts. I got in contact with the company that I booked my hotels through. They sent emails and copies of the booking. And just over half an hour, close to 40 minutes later, miraculously, they found my booking in their system. So they checked me in. I went up to my room to discover that it was a very small room with a single bed, which is not what I had booked. So I was back down to the reception, explained the situation. They agreed that I had been placed in a room that wasn't what I'd booked, and that the room that I had booked would not be available for about an hour or so. I said, that's fine. Can you just look after my bags and I'll go about my day checking out the places in Tunis I want to go see. And then when I come back later in the afternoon, early evening, I can grab my bags and go up to my room. Which I was given a defiant no, that they do not hold on to your luggage for you. They will not take care of it, and that I had to wait for my room. So I sat in the lobby for probably close to an hour and 20 minutes waiting for my room, finally getting my room. And so I went straight to the room, dumped my luggage like I was planning on doing, grabbed my camera gear, and kind of like ran out of there pretty fast and took the 20-minute cab ride up to our first spot. This, unfortunately, has left me with not a lot of time here now in Tunis to try and see the two places I wanted to see. And this first place that we're at is quite expansive, and it means I am not going to be able to see all of it, that's for sure. So where am I? Well, I am at a UNESCO World Heritage Site called Carthage City. Now, Carthage is an ancient city that was built by the Phoenicians, and its name actually means new city. It was founded in 1814 BC, and it was known for being a huge shipping and trading hub in the Mediterranean. And I do mean huge. It was also had lots of agricultural farmland. They had aqueducts. It was a big city. But they were also really known for their philosophers, their scholars, and their poets, as well as having an extensive education system to educate its population. Its main rivalry in this region was the Romans. And there was actually 3 wars held by these two entities called the Punic Wars. The last one being the one where Romans finally sacked the city of Carthage and took it over in 146 BC. So this is a pretty ancient place, thinking that, you know, you're walking on ground and around things that date back to 1814 BC. And of course, I am trying to see as many World UNESCO Heritage Sites as I possibly can on my travels because I find them fascinating. So, as I said, kind of short on time, so I'm not going to talk much longer. Let's get out, let's go check out Carthage. Well, that was just a little walk around the ancient cities of Carthage. I definitely didn't get to check out all the locations. There's, I think, 7, and I got to go see about 3, unfortunately, because I don't have a whole lot of time. And like I said, they're kind of spread out. Is it worth coming down and checking this place out? Yes, in a way. It's not overly impressive. It's nothing that's really going to blow you away, but it is, I don't know. It's unique and somewhat special to sort of know you're standing on ground where this massive city was built over 3,000 years ago, which is pretty cool in my mind for a historical buff. And it ticks off another UNESCO World Heritage Site for me. Now, the last place we're going to today is a place that I really wanted to see, and that's kind of why I came all the way up to Tunis, because it's actually in the process of trying to become a World Heritage Site. It's a little town, a little coastal town on the cliffs just outside of Tunis called Sidi Bou Said. Pronouncing that horribly wrong, put it down at the bottom of the screen. But you know what, I don't really want to tell you too much about it, so I just want you to see it. So let's go. Well, this is one place I am very glad that I came to see. From all the gift shops, the artisans, and all the art that's up here, the beautiful cobblestone streets, the narrow little alleyways, and all the blue and white buildings, which it's actually law up here that all buildings must be blue and white. And I'm glad that it is, because it makes the place really unique and kind of special. Some incredible views from up here. Definitely well worth coming to check this place out. You are going to love it up here. But this brings me to the end of my time here in Tunisia. Tomorrow I hop on a flight and head off to our next destination. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's good to be back, and let's see you in the next video.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call?